And good evening, race fans, and good Friday. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight on another Friday night. I am Shady Acres. Thank you for joining us for the North American Racing Series playoffs tonight at Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas on a Good Friday. Joining me in the booth tonight, my good pal, good friend, up here with me, going to check this race out here with Las Vegas, my good dog, Adam Stevens in the house. What's going on, dog?
What's up, Shady? Ready to get some racing on.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, been waiting all week for this, man. This is it's do or die time. We're do or die now. It's either get into that Final Four for next week, or you're gonna be outside the box looking in. And I tell you what, man, the points race is really, really tight, man. This is gonna be really interesting to see how this thing plays out tonight.
Oh yeah, we're having a great points battle going on tonight. Harley out front, I believe, got Waterforce right in tow.
Oh yeah, and well, actually,
Azriel in second. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't even realize I missed that in the
Yeah.
notes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Azrael looms after last week's run at we were at the Roval last week, after Charlotte Roval last week. Azrael Looms was able to pull ahead at John Waterforce by 6 points. Now, I mean, that might not seem significant, but it kind of sort of is. Because if you look at it, Adam, look at these points here, man. With Parley in first, he's got about a 20. Looks like he's got about a 28-point lead. But you got Azrael Looms right there with 2092, and then you got John Waterforce right behind him at 2086. So 6 points separates that. But then at John Waterforce at third, the fourth place car is Amar. Now Amar is only 3 points behind John Waterforce and 9 points behind Azriel. Now here's where it's going to get interesting, Adam, is that fourth spot, because you got one other guy that's got a really, really good shot, and you got one that's got a good shot and two that's going to need some help. You got Racing Propane sitting right there in fifth. He's got 2076, so he is 7 points.
7 points between
Seven
Propane and Amar.
points behind Amar for that final spot. But if you look behind Racing Propane there, sitting in fifth, only 7 spots, you got Timmy right there in sixth with 2064. Now he is only
12
um,
points outside of fifth and puts him 19 outside off the bubble.
right 19 outside of Amar. Now so what would you 19? That's doable.
Oh yeah, especially here in ours.
Oh yeah. Now I mean the
With
way that the
your hard
points.
charger points
Mhm.
and pole award points, they pass them out around here for sure. I mean, you figure
Definitely.
last week Parley scored 63 points last week.
There you go. There you go. Right there. I mean, I mean, because of course, I guess that. I mean, he maxed out as far as. Well, no, he didn't, because he didn't even win the first two stages.
No, he didn't.
He didn't even win the first two stages. So I mean, Timmy
He
is
got a
right there.
possible 73 points.
Yeah, and Timmy right there. So with those kinds of points, I mean, you can keep on going down the list. Look at Tim. Look at right there in seventh place, right after Timmy, is T Dog. T Dog is only 8 points behind, or I'm sorry, he's 12 points behind Timmy. So I mean, he's right there as well. So you got the top seven. You got Racing Pro. You have Amar. Or actually, let me rephrase that. I mean, you have from. I mean, you have the top seven. You have the top seven all there. Now Thart is he's definitely going to need some major help. He's sitting there at eighth in points with 2005. So he would definitely need some major help. But I don't know if that's doable, because that fourth place he is looks like he is about 78 points behind that fourth place spot. So I think that's. I mean, Thart would have to pull out the brooms for a complete sweep to try to steal that fourth place. But you still have seven drivers battling for four spots. So I mean, looking for parity and some parity in this in NARS for this season, and wanting to have us these talking to these guys at the beginning of the season and everything, and the preseason meetings and everything, and that's what everybody really wanted to have, was to have a good parity to where at the end of the season you had a bunch of guys fighting for that final four. And look where we are, brother. Look where we are. I mean, we got 7 guys
The battle's
battling
on.
for four spots. So, I mean, definitely, couldn't have drawn it up, any better, as far as that's concerned. So as far as the team points, Racing pretty much locked that one down over Thart Racing with 6 wins, and Thart had 2. John Waterforce Racing in 3rd, Bukaki Motorsports in 4th, and Napoleon in 5th. But with Racing and Parley being a part of Racing along with Racing Propane, the team points pretty much wrapped on up. So getting the invites now. You starting to get invites
Yep.
there, Adam?
I sure am.
All right. So we begin some invites here, and I know
They're not in there yet. They're still sitting in lobby.
yeah, they're still hanging out, chilling. Just cold chilling. Again, they might be want to strap on in and get them belts ready, get them things tightened up and rolling. As we should be going green here very soon. I think they have. Oops, I hit the wrong little thing there. Let me see here. So yeah, they have completed qualifying. So qualifying is completed, and looks like, surprise, surprise. Do you you want to take a guess who got the pole?
John, no, I'm gonna say Parley.
Ding, 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 ding. You're right on it, brother. Yes, Parley grabbed yet another pole here at Las Vegas. And I was talking to him earlier today, and he's definitely fired up about this race for sure. Second, on the outside pole, that number 10 car back on the track, man. I love seeing this. Hockey Bukaki back on the track tonight, bro.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
He's fast, man. Hockey is fast. Especially in a place like Vegas, I bet he's extra quick.
He was fast all season long. The races he was able to run in. I know he had a lot of work stuff and family stuff that he wasn't able to make a lot of races. I guarantee if he was able to make every single race this season, he would be an 8th car fighting for that 4th for one of those 4 playoff spots. Because he has shown a lot of speed in every race that he was able to compete in this season. But he's starting 2nd, and then you have Timmy starting 3rd. Timmy is right there, like we were just talking about just a minute ago as far as points. Timmy is right there, right on the outside looking in, along with Racing Propane, and he got a real good starting spot there in 3rd. And then let's see here.
The field is a little slack tonight.
What's that?
I said the field's looking a little slack tonight.
Yeah.
Where is everybody? Oh, there's 12. Okay.
There's 12 in
I'm
there.
sorry.
There's 12. You got and then John Waterforce starting 4th. So you got Parley on the pole, Hockey Bukaki 2nd on the outside pole, Timmy in 3rd, John Waterforce in 4th. T-Dog starting 5th. Good qualifying spot for T-Dog.
Heck yeah,
T-Dog
good
starting
job, T-Dog. Just talking about him being within reach with a great night.
Yeah, he could. I'm pulling for T-Dog tonight. I'm pulling for T-Dog. I want to see that number 7 have a good run tonight. I really, really do. I really want to see him have a really good run tonight. But he's starting in a good spot, starting 5th on that bottom row. Reinov starting 6th. He's also another one I'd like to see have a real good race.
I like Rhino. Me and him have been running together on Sunday nights in our Gran Turismo Roadster Rush series. He's been fun. He's fast over there for sure. I think he might be faster in those Miatas than he is in these stock cars.
I tell you what, it takes some real skill driving those things, man. That's tough over there, boy. That is tough. Um, but yeah, he's got a good shot at it tonight. I like to see how Reinhoff does. Starting seventh tonight is Amar, and Amar, as we talked about, he's right there, sitting in second in points coming into the night. But he's not guaranteed locked in by any sense because we got 7 guys fighting for 4 spots tonight. But
You
he
know who I'm
is.
not seeing? I don't mean to cut you off here,
No,
but
go ahead.
there's a key player not on in the field tonight, and that is Mr. Racing Propane himself.
You know what? You beat me to it before I even saw it. Yes, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That's huge. Man, that's actually a shame to see, dude.
I hate
Unbelievable.
it.
Man, that sucks. He's had such a heck of a year too, man. He's just rolling all year. The clock is rolling and we've got a join there, Adam. We're going racing.
Heck,
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the.
tonight too, starting in P8, I believe. We got the 43 fans gonna drive the 43 car for Parley's team.
And that was the 43 fan. Okay, so it's
Yep,
a new guy, new driver in the field tonight.
yep.
I'm
New
not. I've
face to
never.
Fridays, anyways. He's an OG Nasrat guy though. Been around for many seasons on the Nasrat scene.
Oh, good, good. I've never met him though. It's the first time being able to watch him race. So I'm looking forward to seeing that for sure. Yeah, that's. We'll see what he can do tonight. I tell you what was kind of surprising to me is Aussie Rules starting 10th, Zach way back in ninth, but also Thart starting 11th, and of course Thart and Asriel Looms weren't able to make qualifying, so Thart is going to start 11th, Asriel Looms starting 12th. We are green at Las Vegas for the final playoff race of the North American Racing Series.
Parley's out to an early lead while everybody's battling behind him.
As they complete lap 1, as just like you said, the Parley there in first, jumping out to an early lead. Let's introduce some of these guys. We got Haki Bukaki there in the 10 car back on track tonight. They're dropped there, looks like he's third place now. Guys doing some racing, so try to get through here quick. Haki Bukaki driving that number 10 Ford tonight. Timmy Racer in the back in the 2. Timmy back on track tonight, currently in that second spot, driving that number 2 Ford. John Waterforce driving that number 1 as he's going underneath the 99 of Amar right now. Driving that 1 car is John Waterforce. T-Dog, we were just speaking of T-Dog. Not sure what happened here. Had a great starting spot. Already falling to the back. We'll see. You have to keep an eye on that. T-Dog riding that 7 car. Reinov, also, we were speaking to him as he's making a move now. Took a look there, did the inside of Haki Bukaki into turn 3. Thought better of it, backed off. But Reinov looking to get that 24 in victory lane tonight. Same with Amar. Amar, the 99, comes in second in points tonight. Was able to steal second after the Roval last week. Looking to seal his spot in the Final Four for next week's championship race in that number 99. For the 43 fan, just as you were speaking at him, there's your new guy in that 43, that bright green and blue, that 43 car, the 43 fan. Let's see if he can put a run together tonight. Zach in the 5 car. Zach driving that Hendrick.com 5 Chevrolet tonight. Aussie Rules in the 14, driving that number 14 car as Real starts to get underneath of him. As Aussie Rules definitely trying to put a positive ending on this season. Thart the same way in that 12 car, started off strong, was up there in points all season. He's got a shot, but it's a very bleak one. But you know Thart, he's never going to quit. He never says die. Asriel Looms in a 22. There's Asriel in that double deuce car there as he's looking to get underneath of Aussie Rules there in a 14. But Asriel Looms also trying to secure that 4th playoff spot. And those are our drivers tonight. Back to the front, and look at the lead. that Parley has checked out already on this field tonight.
Yeah, he's they're all in Reno still. He's the only one in Vegas, I think. He's
Oh man, he is in a zip code all by himself. Everybody is right there behind him. Let's jump in here as Haki Bukaki was able to take the second spot from the two of Timmy Racer, as Timmy Racer now has a little bit of company from this 24 car of Reinov. Reinov looked in underneath, not be able to get the run, and almost kind of backfired on Reinov as the train now goes to the outside. Now let's kind of talk about this track here a little bit, Adams. This is a very, very unique track. It's a fun track. It's very racy, as we're seeing guys back here in the back to start to get racy here.
It's huge. You know, when you're out there racing on Vegas, it's nothing to hear your spotter call that you're 4 wide. You know?
Oh, definitely. But, I mean, there's several lines here as well, you know. I mean, you got the low line and you got the middle line, and we saw right there at the beginning that middle and high line looks to be pretty quick around this place, Adam.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of them hold the high line. Probably the whole race. It'll help save your tires a little bit. Vegas can get a little abrasive. It's good on your tires. It's fast. You can hold your momentum. But I think you'll see. I think the moves will be made to the inside tonight.
As we're starting.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. As we start to see it here a little bit, as Amar and Reinov, they're trying to hook up, and then just speaking of that low side, back up to the front. As Timmy in the 2 now is looking underneath of the 10 of Haki. And Haki is going to come down and try to shut the door on it. Doesn't shut it all the way. And that's going to leave it open a little bit for Timmy. He's going to try to get under him, but he's not going to get that momentum. Look at that momentum coming off of turn 2 there, Adam. That momentum is strong on the high side.
If you're going to make the move, you've got to do it. You can't play around with it. You got to get there and get around and get up in front of them. You know, good slide job or something. Otherwise, you ain't going to never make a pass.
I tell you what, we have got a hornet's nest here. They are 2 by 2 by 2 behind Parley, who's checking out already. He's going to grab himself a burger real quick. These guys are racing back. Oh, contact maybe between Timmy Racer and Amar. Timmy down on he's got hold of it. Good recovery by Timmy. That could have been disastrous right there.
Ooh.
Amar
it's early enough to have bounced back, but that's definitely not the preferred racing line.
No, it isn't. I guarantee you that Timmy had held his breath there for a collective second, as looked like Amar looked like he kind of pushed up off of 2. I don't know if he made contact with the ball and bounced off, or we got guys going loose again. And that's the 24 of Reinov that time. And he's falling back to the back now. So
it's one of those tracks where you've got a lot of banking, you've got a lot of transition between the banking, and if you're hooked up and linked up tight, it causes the car in the back is going to get real tight, and then they get real loose. There's no in between, and it's almost snappy, you know?
Yeah.
Like you feel good, and then you're coming out of turn 2, and all of a sudden you're looking at the inside wall.
Yep.
You don't know how you got there.
Believe me, been there so many times on this track. I know exactly what you mean, and you're absolutely right, man. Absolutely right. This track changes as the run goes on, and especially just like you said. Oh, and here we got Amar take a look underneath the John Waterforce in 1. But like you said, Adam, that tire wear is this track is abrasive, and that tire. Oh, number 1, John
we're in the
Waterforce
wall.
off the
We're
wall.
sending 9 down. We're checking up. This is going to be a caution.
We got our guys wrecking in the back. The 12 car around, Thart around. This will bring out the caution. Caution is out.
I think our question here is who wasn't involved? The 42 and the 10?
Looks like pretty much the back half of the field, and looked like there as you saw that it bounced off the wall, and that just kind of checked everybody up.
The only car that really looked smashed up was the one of John Waterforce. Everybody else looks like they came out in decent shape at least. So he's going to lose some time probably to some repairs here.
Yeah, good point. Very good point. You're absolutely right. As you can see there on the hood of that one car, that damage to the right front. And
You
so
think everybody goes in here?
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They're definitely going to go in. Everybody's going to pit after we've had quite a few laps. I mean, it's definitely tire wear. And I mean, I'm one myself, Adam.
Oh wow, it
Especially
was a game caution.
yeah. Well, that was the in-game caution. That the 12 went around, and I noticed I saw somebody else going around. May have been
Well,
the
you know, every
14.
now and again, the Heat 5 officials, they I don't know what method they use to pick and choose their relaxed cautions that they throw and don't throw.
You could say it any more right. It's almost like
Like they're just flipping a coin up there.
I was just about to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth. Right out of my mouth. You knew what I was saying. I was just about to say that as soon as you were done. I got me first. Ooh,
Hockey
big
slapping
one.
the wall,
Big
shaking
run down
everybody
here. Here
up,
comes...
and letting Parley walk away again.
Yeah, these guys. Oh, the Timmy off the wall going into one a little bit. No harm, no foul there. Hockey Bukaki's going to get up. We're going to go 3 wide here. Hockey Bukaki way up top.
Stranded on the outside, going to lose all kinds of position.
He was so high up there. He was up there in the marbles there, Adam. He had no choice but to let off that throttle.
Wow, that was a quick trip from 2nd to 11th.
Yeah, it was. But, I mean, look at it. He's not even very far because they are stacked up.
Yeah,
you
can put a blanket over 2 through 12.
Yeah, look at this. I call this the wash. It's my, guys call it, it's guys call it a hornet's nest or a poopack or whatever. I just call it the wash because you get everybody all together. They get jumbled, mixed up, shuffled, and either you're going to come out clean or you're going to come out not so clean. But looking like this was definitely a wash. These guys are getting all mixed up back here. It looks like Timmy and Thart and Amar are kind of saying, hey, okay, guys, we got to get lined up here because that 42 is just checking out anytime we get side by side because Parley, I mean,
they need to decide whether they're racing for first or racing for second.
Yeah. Yeah, and Parley, man, he just loves to win, man. I love it. I love it. I mean, he pretty much knows that he's got his spot in the Final Four next week pretty much locked up. But he don't care. He's going to go out and win every race that he can. I love it. Love it.
He's a winner.
But I tell you what, one guy who's looking real good, who's getting already trying to get that hard Charger award, and that's that 12 car of Thart there, sitting there right there in 3rd spot there, Adam.
Oh yeah, he's worked his way up. He's a kid. Every time Thart's on the track, he's a contender. I think he got the call to run some dirt race cars this past weekend, and had he been here last weekend, I think we'd been talking about Thart before the race.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. But right now, back here, looking at Azriel Looms, as Azriel Looms now battling with the 14 of Aussie Rules. This is about for, looks like 6th spot. And Azriel Looms able to make the pass as the 14. I think it looked like it made contact with the wall coming out of 4. And now we got some movement back up into the front as Hockey Bukaki now trying to work his way up. But look at Thart on the outside of Timmy. Second. How about that power move?
Well, he had plenty of help from the 99. I wonder if is he going to leave him stranded or... No, they're just going to fall in line here.
Yep. Timmy wasn't going to allow that to happen. He said, you get 1 past me, but you're not going to get 2 past me. He shut the door quick on that as fast as he could.
Which, one thing about Amar, I've driven with him for quite a while now, his style is he's going to ride around behind somebody and push them 85 to 90% of the race. That's where Amar wants to be. So with Thart getting away from him, he'll probably fall in behind this 2 car here, and he'll ride around behind Timmy for a while. Oh! Just as I say that, he's looking outside.
Well, yeah, he got it on the outside. And we got a caution. Caution's out.
What did we miss?
I am not sure. I'm trying to take a look. Looks like something happened possibly with the 43. as the 43 is now just catching up. Kind of going through the field and trying to see if I see guys with damage. And not seeing much. Now this is a manual caution, not in-game caution, but a manual caution. But I don't see any. I don't see any cars that are damaged at all. I'm not exactly sure what brought out that caution, but we are under caution. We've got 13 laps to go in stage 1, so these guys are setting a pretty quick pace for this race here. Now, Parley is going to lead them down into the pit road. Now, these guys definitely, you know, like I said on the first one there, Adam, I'm a guy, especially at Las Vegas, on a caution. I'm coming in the pit. I'm getting myself 4 tires as much as I can now. These guys, looking at it, got some. Looks like you got guys anywhere between 75 and 80%. I don't know, with 12, 13 laps in stage 1, I don't know. Is it worth rolling the dice?
Vegas, it's always worth rolling the dice.
Speaking with rolling the dice, the Thart of the 12 car rolled some dice. He might have only taken 2. I'm not sure. He may have taken 2, but he's coming out the leader now. Check that out. From last to first. As he missed qualifying, Thart in the 12 car missed qualifying, had to start in the rear of the field. And here he is all the way up with 12 laps to go in stage 1. He is going to be on point. And look what that does to the 42, Steven, or Adam. Look what that's going to put the 42. That's going to put him on the top side of a restart.
I would like to see him get held up on this restart and make him actually race.
It's possible. It's possible. I think some of these guys' prayers were answered. If they could get that caution and somebody can get that top spot and put Parley to the outside on a restart, if I'm one of them, that's what I'm thinking in the back of my mind, and they've got that scenario right now. So we're going to see if they can capitalize, and especially Thart, as they come off of turn 4 and through the tri-oval to take the green flag. And we are green.
Thart's out to the early lead. Timmy trying to get under Parley.
And here comes Haki Bukaki back up there. He's going to look to make it 3 wide. Timmy thought better of that. He said, oh no. No siree. He backed out. He saw that one coming. He backed out of it. Wise move on Timmy's part. Probably not the right time to go to 3 wide at that point. So I think it was a wise call there on Timmy's part. But back up to the front here. Now Parley is up there behind Thart in a 12 car, starting to put pressure on that 12.
Yeah, I bet Thart's driving 98% out of his rearview mirror.
I would agree with you. I was just thinking. I was wondering how much is he really looking at the front? Because I know he's doing a whole lot of rear view mirror driving. And Parley wants to try to take it to the top side, but Thart has better plans for that. It's going to shut the door.
On these fresh tires, he can hold just as much momentum on the bottom as Parley can on the top, but on lap 37, 38, if Parley goes outside like that, he's gonna have the speed to get around there.
And we've got,
I think,
8. Good.
We might have the car to get under him right here.
Yep. We got 9 to go this past time by, so we'll have 8 to go, and they are side by side.
They're drag racing down the backstretch.
He's got position going into 3. He's going to take this spot, and he's going to take the lead back as they come off of it.
Stay on him, Thart. Stay on him, Thart.
And he makes the clear, and he is clear. Now Thart
Stay
wants to tuck in behind him. Oh, he's going to fight him on the outside. He's not giving up. Stay
on him. Don't touch that wall.
There he goes. Now that low line, man, he's just able to get that low line. But now if Thark can just tuck in right behind him, now the difference between this and the first two previous restarts is that Thark in second is not getting all jumbled up with third and fourth. He's right there in the draft to Parley, so he probably be able to stick with him here.
Here's to hoping.
And look who else is battling up here. Look who's come back himself come to the front.
Got that double deuce in third.
That double deuce of Azrael Looms. Driving the deuce coupe. Or no, the double deuce is Timmy in the deuce coupe tonight.
Oh, did we have... I wonder what happened to Ozzy. Ozzy way behind the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Let's check in with Aussie. Yeah, he's got a lot of damage to the front hood. Look at that thing. He had gotten to something. He may have gotten loose and made some heavy contact. But yeah, he has got a lot of damage to the front end of that car. Now, his saving grace here will be the fact that we've only got 5 laps to go. And he's got, he's a half a track in front of Parley. So it's not like he would go a lap down or anything. And even if he did go a lap down, he would get it right back at the end of this stage. So if there was going to be a time to have that kind of damage, now would be it here in stage 1.
Still have time to recover.
Yeah. Long race to go, as now we've got a 5-car lead of a snake line at the front for only just a second, because here comes Timmy in the 2-car.
Yeah, but see, Hockey's fast, but if Hockey would just work with Timmy, they could probably get up there and take it from Thart, but he's trying to race him every chance he gets. Instead of racing with him, he's racing against him.
And you're right, I hurt him just a little bit, as he's now behind just a little bit. Now he's going to need the use of the help of that 22 car to get back up there into that draft, as Timmy now making the move under Thart, makes the pass going into turn 1, so put Timmy to the 2nd spot. And that little pass, even though it only took maybe a second, oh, Timmy getting ricking loose off of turn 2.
That turn 2 is so scary here.
It is, isn't it? It is. That's going to allow Thart to grab 2nd place back. And
these guys are coming to 2 to go.
And the only thing that's done was allow Parley to check out. And
not much farther.
Yeah, not farther at all. Only another two laps, and he'll take stage 1. He is just on cruise control yet again.
I'm gonna ride along with Thart for this last lap and a half here.
It almost kind of looks like that Parley might even be pulling away without the help of the draft almost. He is just on rails.
Yeah, he's gone. He's on a different level.
We've got one lap to go in stage 1. So one more time around for Parley, and he will lock down stage 1. And like I said, I mean, if he wasn't already, he is already. This will definitely lock him again. These stage points, he'll be locked into the final 4. So basically, we're gonna have 3 spots open for everybody to be fighting for that final 4 for the championship race next week. As Parley takes stage 1 very easily.
Yep, Parley, Thart, and then Timmy to round out the top 3.
And Hockey Bukaki in 4th, Azrael Looms in 5th. And then Zach in 6th, Amar 7th, John Waterforce 8th, T-Dog 9th, the 43 fan 10th, Rhinov 11th. That's a good run there for the 5 car of Zach. And Zach getting up there and having a good run up to 6th spot. That's a good run there for Zach in the 5 car. Good run for him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 1 down, 3 to go.
We should have, what, about 92 to go, I believe, in the race here.
Yeah, something like that. Close to it.
A lot of racing
I
to go.
got a feeling it'll go pretty quick. And these guys, Parley's been setting a blistering pace.
Oh, yeah. And he's starting on that inside pole again. I believe Thart would about have to have just drove down there and wrecked him to do anything about it.
Yeah, yeah. And there's nobody in this league that would ever drive like that.
Oh,
But
no.
Man, they're getting 2 by 2 by 2 behind Parley. They don't want to be like that very long. You want to get behind them and roll. Oh, Timmy moves up just a little bit. Timmy got
Ooh,
real
3
tight
wide.
there in the corner. Off the wall. He's going to drop like a hot rock on a Friday. And there's contact between Hockey and the 22.
Oh, they are
More contact. The
beating
7 in the
and banging.
wall.
They're
Big
everywhere.
wreck.
Oh, big wreck.
The one car around. He hits the wall. Takes out the 43.
What is... Whoa.
No, easy to say. Caution is out, obviously, on that one. Ooh, that looked fun. That looked fun. Bring out our third caution of the race, which is not what you want if you're Parley, because every time that he's able to check out, well, we're going to rack them and stack them again. We are in stage 2, so look at this. Now, oh, look at this. We got a little flip-flop here. Look who's in the front now. Put that double deuce to the point.
Azriel's climbed up to the lead, starting pole. Or starting P1 anyways on the restart.
He doesn't get the best jump in the world, but he has the help behind him. And look at Parley up top. Nobody to help up there. Now they're going to gang up on him. And now they're putting Parley back into some traffic. So now things can get interesting. And look at the 10 car. Here comes the 10 car, Hockey Bukaki. He's going to look up. He's going to make a run for that lead if the 22 doesn't shut that door like he just did. Good block by the 22. Saw that coming because that 10 car was coming. Yeah, they are 2 by 2 coming off of turn 2.
They look a lot more together on this restart than they did the last one.
Yes, they do. They absolutely do. As that outside line, Adam, from the get-go, here comes Hockey Bukaki now. He's looking on the inbound, but the 22 throws that block down there, and you're definitely right, Adam. Hockey Bukaki, in the situations where he's trying to work with somebody, he's trying to race them, and it's costing him, as he's now put to the outside. Amor are going to get underneath of him now. But if he were to stay down there if he were to stay where he was, they would have been able to possibly get a good momentum. Oh, contact made there between the 99 and the 10 car. The 14, look at that, shoots right through in a 3 wide. How about that move? That's a Dale Earnhardt at Bristol years ago. If you remember the replay I'm talking about, that 14 of Aussie Rules just pulled. And he made it work, too. Oh, we got contact in the back. Looks like between possibly the 5 car of Zach and the 99 car of Amar. Oh, Amar up into the wall just a little bit. That's going to lose a lot of momentum and allow Timmy in the 2 car to make the pass and bring T-Dog in the 7 along with them, as we got a battle for the lead again. And Thart jumps out to the point with the help of Parley in the 42 on the outside. Adam, that top groove is just fast coming off of turn 1 and 2.
It's wicked fast, but man, it gets wicked loose out there.
And Parley able to get underneath of the 12 car, and the 12 car made the mistake of allowing him to do it. And Parley is now going to retake the lead, put the 42 back to the point. And can these guys do not want him to get away and pull out. As a 12 in second now, Haki Bukaki there in third. And like you said, now this is where Haki Bukaki wants to work with the 12 car here. He does not want to race his 12 car, because if the 10 car tries to race the 12, you already know what's going to happen. Even if he were to pass him at the fastest time possible. Because the 42 already checking out a little bit. Haki in the 10 car got a little loose and wiggled coming off a 2 and lost some momentum. That brought up the double deuce of Azriel Looms right to his bumper.
Ooh, how about this? We've got Ozzy and Waterforce have come all the way up to 5th and 6th.
Yeah, they're rolling up here. And as I'm checking in here with Reinhoff in the 24, who's got a little position near under Timmy Racer. This is back for about 7th and 8th spot. Before I check on the 22 of Azriel Looms here. Who Azriel Looms is sitting right there battling for P4 with Aussie Rules in the 14. Here comes Aussie Rules to the outside. He's going to have some help with John. Oh, and Aussie into the wall just a little bit. That's going to stall that momentum and give it right back to Azriel Looms. John Waterforce dived to the bottom there, try to follow him. Azriel Looms made the slide up in front of Aussie Rules. John Waterforce had to tuck back in line there real quick. The Parley now starting to inch forward, and there's Haki there. He got in front of Thart, but look at that space there between the 42 and a 10 car. Even though he got around him very, very quickly, I mean, it's just enough, Adam, just enough to where, I mean...
Was it really that advantageous?
Right. I'm not sure if it proved more fruitful there, because now here comes a 12 car looking underneath of him. Makes a little contact there. And got out of the throttle. Had to get out of the throttle and lose some momentum there in the 12 car. And these guys, now granted, I mean, I'm trying to also kind of put myself maybe in their shoes a little bit. Okay, you kind of know what Parley's got. You know, okay, you kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You kind of, you kind of chalk it up. Okay, Parley's got a playoff spot. All right, accepted.
Yep.
Not going to even race with that. We're going to race for the other 3 spots. So it's almost kind of like these guys aren't even really worried, knowing that Parley as fast as he can. They're not even trying to race them. They're not trying to race for the win. I think they're racing for that top 4, that final 4, which is what I would be as well.
Which, I mean, Azriel's the only one. I mean, you've got Azriel's in 4th, then Waters back in 6th, 7th now. He just lost a spot to Zach, who looked to the inside there. Oh, they're 3 wide.
Yeah, they are.
This is an interesting battle here for 5th.
Look at Zach in the 5 car flex a little bit of muscle there.
All right.
Let's get on that 5
Now
car.
to Zinner Larson.
Let's check in on this 5 car. Let's get him some TV time for a minute or two in that 5 car. Zach has fought all season long, and he's just gotten better and better and better. He's run very consistent. He's shown up pretty much every single race. I'm sure he didn't have the season that he really wanted to have, but I mean, you know what? If anything, I mean, he has learned a lot this season. He has learned an incredible amount this season at North American Racing Series, and I've seen him since the first week, and he has just gotten better and better and better, and it's great to see Zach have a decent run, a very good run going here.
Yeah, he's a very good example for really this whole series, this whole group of drivers. You know, because I raced with these guys early on in their season, even late in their previous season, and the caliber of racing has just It's multiplied beyond numbers. You know, I can't quantify how much better the racing is at NARS now than a year ago. You know, 12 months ago, NARS drivers, they've all developed a lot, and Zach is a very good example of that.
Well, I mean, not just in the past 12 months, but I can promise you in just the past 4 or 5 months of this season alone.
Oh yeah.
From the very first week up until now, Zach has just gotten better each and every week, man, and it's great to see. I haven't got a chance to really talk to him a whole lot this season, but he really looked at using as we got some pit stops coming up here. Zach and Hockey coming in both to make their pit stops, but he's really looked at this season as using this season as a learning season, which he has learned. Like I said, he's learned a whole lot about these cars, and like I said, he's just gotten better and better. I can't wait to see him in victory lane one of these days.
I think it's definitely coming for him.
Yeah, it definitely is. I agree. But we've got with
really
50,
early pit stops here.
Yeah. Well, with her 22 laps in, and 22 of 37, so we have 15 to go. And now here comes a group of Thart, Aussie Rules, and As Real Lubes, as they come down to make their pit stop in stage 2. So Parley still out there on point, all by him lonesome. And now he's coming in, so here comes Parley.
I think Waterforce is going to stay out. Yep.
And that'll put the one car to the point, John Waterforce, with Reinov and Timmy in tow. Now I'm sure these guys will be coming in probably this lap, because here comes Timmy. Looks like he's coming to signal. I wouldn't want to stay out here too long, knowing that Parley has made his stop, Adam. Would you? Or what do you think your strategy?
I don't know. I haven't been watching their lap times. If Waterforce feels confident in his lap times, and he hasn't had a whole lot of fall off. If he could stay out and not be suffering from a lot of fall off, he might be okay. You know, just really figure out just how little bit of gas he can put in this car at the end to gas and go and get back out there. But you figure he's gonna have a lap on him. You never know. You could have a caution.
Yeah, we've had 3 or 4 of them today already. And
Water should have at least 5 or 6 laps worth of fuel left.
And he's just cruising right now with Reinov.
But his right side tires are cooked. I'm not going to put all his business out on TV, but looking over his shoulder, his right sides are smoking.
And I'm sure Reinov's are probably going to be somewhere around the same.
Gotta be.
These guys just been hooked up here and just kind of riding along. They've got like you said, you got about 3 or 4 laps to go on fuel. So we'll see these guys coming in any time now, I'm sure. As we've got 12 laps to go in stage 2. With the round of green flag pit stops, our first round of green flag pit stops tonight. As like I said, we've already had 3 or 4 cautions, so these guys have definitely been battling.
Could technically make it on these tires. I don't know what they're looking at though.
We got 11 to go.
Stay out another lap. I wonder if Water's trying to math his tires out right now and see if he can just gas and go.
It's possible. It's very possible. With 10 to go.
But I'm here to tell him, if he pits on those old tires, when he comes out, they are gonna feel like crap once they cool off a little bit in those pits.
Here comes Reinov. Reinov coming down, dropping out of P2 to come down
He's
pit
taking it around again.
But you're right, man. I mean, with this one car, this could be interesting because the way it is, I mean, Parley is in 6th spot, 1 lap down. Now, I mean, if John Waterforce is able to I mean, I don't know, because he's kind of catching up to him as John Waterforce is going into turn 3 as Parley's coming out of turn 2 with those much fresher tires, like you were saying. They're pretty cooked.
He's staying out again.
About 8 laps to go now, I think. And I don't know if his method right now is to try to get to the end of the stage and keep Parley a lap down. I mean, he had... This is interesting.
He's got to be showing cords on that front right tire.
I think he's coming down now. Here he comes. Yep. There's no... Oh, the 43 spins! Coming down pit road, the 43 it spun it off of turn 4. He got it straightened out, but he's going to lose a lot of time there. As here comes Parley around and get his lap back. And unfortunately, like I said, I just had it in the back. I mean, there's no way that I couldn't see that he would have been able to make that. And staying out so long, I don't know. We're going to see. Let's see what kind of, if he takes 4 or 2. I don't think he would have to take 4. Amar just takes the gas and go. And here
Amar's been conserving his tires.
Yeah.
Waterforce only took rights.
He only took rights. But here comes Parley now, crossing the stripe, going to turn 1. So Parley is going to take the lead back as he passes him there. And here comes the rest of the field. Hockey Bukaki, Thart, and Aussie Rules. So John Waterforce, it was a good call. It was a good strategy call. He's going to get eaten up here a little bit. He's going to lose some spot. But hey, it's worth a try. I would have done the same thing. Here comes Hockey and Thart underneath of John Waterforce to take that position. And with about 5 to go now,
that's not that big of a deal because neither one of those guys are in the grand scheme of the playoffs. You know,
right.
Water not finishing ahead of them is no big deal. He needs to finish ahead of Amar. He needs to finish ahead of that 22 car.
Right.
And knowing how calculated he is, I'm sure he's probably thinking about that right now. He knows who he needs to beat tonight and who he doesn't need to beat tonight.
Yeah, and he knows what the points and exactly where he's running at. Like I said, or like we were talking about pre-race, he's coming into the night in that 3rd spot, only 6 points behind Azriel Looms. So right now, we got the 3 spots up for grabs between Azriel Looms, John Waterforce, Amar, Timmy, and T-Dog.
Dang, Aussie's going to pass him too.
And we got a big battle here. This is all for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th. As Thart and Hockey Bukaki, door to door.
Man.
3 and 4. Hockey holding his own, trying to hold his own up there with no help whatsoever. As Aussie and John Waterforce tuck in right behind that 12 car on the bottom side, and looking to make
Aussie's
the pass.
Gonna send it 3 wide. I think Aussie might be looking to send it 3 wide.
As looks like Parley just put Amar a lap down. Of course, he will get that right back here in another 2 laps or so when we come to the conclusion of Stage 2. Which we have 2 to go this time around. They cross the stripe and have 2 to go for Stage 2. And here comes Aussie in the 14. He's looking to come up and take that spot away from John Waterforce. John Waterforce has something to say about that. He's going to come back on the outside. And here comes that Deuce Coupe of Timmy into the picture. This is going to... Oh, look at that. He just coming into the draft gave John Waterforce just a little bit of momentum. Now they get up into the wall and lose that momentum. And here comes Aussie back to the bottom. And still trying to fight it all. Trying to get a good fight. We got a good race going on back here. And this is for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
I don't mean to fortune tell, but get ready to possibly see some cars start sputtering here coming around turns 3 and 4.
Uh-oh. Ooh, John Waterforce got just almost into the 2 car.
I
Kept
think
it
he's out of
off.
gas.
He's out of gas. And they just, if he did, he couldn't have timed it any right as they crossed the line for stage 2. And we've got a car out of the race now. The 10 car of Hockey Bukkaki's had to take it behind the wall.
No,
Ah, man.
a front runner.
Oh, man. Definitely, definitely what we did not want to see there.
Yeah, the engine builders over there really need to get their act together. I've seen that 10 have to put it on the wall way too many times this season.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. That 10 car is, I don't know, the it's the engine, or I don't know, but you're right, man. Them guys back in that shop, they might be they definitely want to regroup this off season. I'll tell you that. Well, 2 down, 1 to go. We're going to start stage 3 here at Las Vegas in the final playoff race of the North American Racing Series before we head to Homestead next Friday night for the championship race. The top 4, the final 4 in the championship point standings, will battle it out at Homestead next week. As Parley jumped out to the early lead. Now check this out. Talk about some strategy. Now you want to see some strategy. Did you see and pay attention about what Amar was doing there?
I did not.
Well, Amar had played it, I mean, perfectly.
He didn't have to take gas.
He didn't have to. The way he pitted, when he came back in and pitted, he was back on the lead. Ooh, contact between the 9 and 12 there a little bit. And they're gonna go side by side coming off of turn 4. Now here comes the 1 car. But yes, Amar went from a lap down to being in second. Ooh, look at that 24 car. 24 car shooting to the bottom. That's Reinov. That's underneath of the 99 of Amar. And trying to bring the 22 of Azriel Looms and the 14 of Aussie with him. As now Reinov starting to flex a little bit of muscle himself. As he's got now up to 4th spot.
Oh no!
Oh, in the grass goes John Waterforce. I didn't see what happened there. I just missed it.
He just got loose.
And that's going to be a killer for John Waterforce. That is going to be a killer. That John Waterforce is definitely going to need some help now. He came into this race 3rd in points. But this could really hurt. Depending upon what his position is. Do you know where he's at in position? Is he 11th?
Yes.
Well, we got a caution. Caution is out. Caution is called. Caution is out.
Oh, shit.
Not sure what brought this one out.
Maybe it was a lag issue. Maybe we had a little pop-up shower there on the front stretch, and
anything's possible at this point. Not sure what brought that caution out, but you could be right on that. It could have been a lag shower or something going on in one end of the track. It's gonna stack everybody on up. It's gonna give everybody a chance to come on down and get some service, except for one.
Who's staying out?
The 99 of Amar. Now, what is the method behind this madness?
It's too early to pit. He don't need tires yet.
What is the method behind this madness?
He's a dirt driver by nature. He is not afraid of that car getting wicked loose. He's got more throttle control than most. If I didn't have faith in anybody else driving around on rims out there, it would be Amar. He'd be able to handle his car. And I think he knows he's on the bubble.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, he knows exactly where he is. But I don't know the method of the madness behind this. I don't.
Well,
This is
nobody still has
interesting.
enough gas to make it to the end, so everybody's got to pit again.
Right. We just started stage 3, so we got 47 laps to go, so plenty of time. I
And a fuel run here, I think, is 29 or 30 laps.
hmm I just don't. I can't even take a guess on what the method of the madness is, because on this, like you said, Adam, that this is an abrasive track. Tire wear is fairly quick here. I mean, the tire is going to wear pretty fair. I mean, on any caution, especially a manual caution, on any caution, but especially a manual caution, I'm gonna want to get 4 tires and make sure I'm top off with fuel. So I just don't know. This is just I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this
Well,
works out.
I'll, we have sister series, so we have our cups, this cup series and ours on Friday nights, and then we have Nazareth has our other cup series, the Napa Cup, on Saturday nights. And on Saturday nights, we run a tire limit. So like here at Vegas, we only have 4 sets of tires in the pits. So Amar is one of those drivers that he's used to not taking tires every time we pit, because on Saturday nights you can't, you'll run out. If you have to take an extra set of tires, we make you do a drive-through penalty on the next green flag. So he's had plenty of practice driving around on used tires. Let's see if he can put it to good work though.
Now that could be interesting. That could be it. That's very very interesting, because it's pretty easy for these guys to kind of blow right by him here a little bit. He's kind of a sitting duck. These guys with fresh tires, and they ran a few laps. I mean, not a whole lot, but I mean, they ran a good number to where they got some wear on that tire. On that, he's got some wear on there, so he's not gonna, with everybody having sticker tires, he's down right now third. He's holding good right now in third. See how this shakes out, because these guys that are 2 behind him are stacked up, but they're coming, and here comes a 14 underneath of them and a 24 on top of them. He makes the pass pretty easily, but here they go, almost 3 wide. Oh, the 99 pushing up.
Ooh.
And guy's able to get around them. Awesome driving by these guys.
No kidding. Even by the 99, just to keep himself clean as he fell through the field like that.
And they are back here, and they are fighting back here, boy. Zach up here on the top side with Reinhoff, as Timmy and John Waterforce come up from underneath, along with Amar in that 99. Back up to the front. Yeah, Parley still your point leader and your leader of the race, with Thart in second, Aussie Rules third, Asriel looms fourth, and the battle for fifth between T-Dog and Timmy. Look at T-Dog back up there now, as he's going to give the spot to Timmy for fifth, and move to sixth. But what a run that 7 car has had. He had a good qualifying run. He qualified fifth. Something happened there on the start, and he fell all the way back to the back. But here he is again, battling back towards the front now riding sixth. And that 7 car having a good run tonight.
Just riding around back there stacking pennies.
I have to give that 7 car a little bit of TV love tonight, because he's also won.
Man, look at the gap between him and the next car.
Because remember, T-Dog is also in the hunt for this 4th playoff spot.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a hunt to get there, but oh man, a little shake up at the back there. They're racing hard for those back positions.
We've got 40 to go. So, checking in on the stream, we have 40 to go, so we will need to make another pit stop.
You got 40 to go, and you've got P3 and P4 in points is running around in 8th and 9th.
This is going to be we're still not. This is going to be all shaken up as they are fighting here, the second, third, fourth. Like I said, I love this because I don't. I mean, as much as they are obviously fighting and racing for the win, I really don't think that's first and foremost in their mind. I think they're racing. These guys are racing each other for those last 3 playoff spots. They've almost pretty much conceded that Parley's got the playoff spot, probably the winning of this race. I would be the same. I'd be more concerned. What do I need to do to get in the playoffs?
Yeah, no kidding. Or what do I need to do to stay in these playoffs, anyways?
Right. Good point.
Because right now, our 2 of our top contenders are struggling.
Right.
That one car's falling back to 11th again.
Right, and that's opened the door for somebody like Timmy here, Timmy sitting right here in 4th, now fighting and now underneath of Aussie for looking for that 3rd spot. Now Timmy is on the outside looking in, coming in to tonight 6th in points. Now Timmy's sitting in kind of a catbird seat as far as this is concerned because, like you mentioned in pre-race, Adam, which throws a big monkey wrench into things, but helps out Timmy considerably, is that number 16 of Racing Propane not being in the race tonight.
Yeah, his absence really just opened the door wide open for Timmy, who's only 19 points off the bubble coming into tonight. That's like we said again, go back to pre-race conversation, is you can score a lot of points in one night here. And last weekend, Timmy scored 60 points, second highest point scorer last weekend, 60 points to 65 of Parley, and I think P3 only got 47 points. So you can outscore the hell out of other drivers here, depending on how the cookie crumbles and how things fall. I mean, mind you, he swept stage 1 and 2 last week, so that was 10 points right off the rip. But a good finish tonight wouldn't hurt him.
I don't know. He has to get a good finish tonight if he wants to have a shot at that at one of those final 3 playoff spots, as he is pulled right up to the bumper of Thart for 2nd. And he is on a mission to try to get that second spot, because he, like he said, I mean, if you look at those the 2 of the 3 top dogs in the points, Asriel Looms and John Waterforce, like you said, they're falling back about, what did you say, 8th, 9th, something like that?
10th. Water's in 10th and Neymar's in 9th. They're on 9th and 10th right now.
Okay, and then Asriel Looms as well. Asriel Looms looks like he's about 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in 6th.
6, yeah.
But there's Timmy Racer now. He's sitting there in 3rd, trying to get that 2nd spot. And Timmy Racer's looking at that leaderboard and saying, okay, John and Amar are back there. That door is wide open. I can sneak in the back door of the playoff spot maybe here.
Most definitely.
Which would be a huge accomplishment for Timmy, man. Especially Timmy didn't join in the league until I think past the halfway point. Got himself a couple wins and fought, was able to get into the playoffs, and that's all he needed to do at first when we talked to him at the beginning of the year, that his primary goal is just to get into the show, and he got it. He punched his ticket, and here he is. Now he needed, like I said, a little bit of help, but right now he's starting to get that help with those guys running in the back and him running up here in 3rd, so he's getting the help that he needs, and he's sure skilled enough to where he can drive that thing to put it where it needs to be put. That's for sure.
If the race ended right now, Amar would still be holding on by 9 points. barring fastest lap, because I don't know who put fastest lap down, but I know Timmy's not. Timmy wouldn't have hard charger right now. Timmy wasn't on the pole, so, and he didn't win any stages. So right now their points are just straight up the position points, so it's easy to kind of follow along with. And right now he's only outscoring Amar by 10 points on the night, so he's gonna need a little bit more. He's gonna need more. Anyways, he needs Amar to fall on back a couple of positions, and he needs to get into second.
Yeah. So he needs to at least get one more spot to second and get a little bit more help of Amar maybe dropping one or two more spots, right?
Mm-hmm. You figure he needs to outscore Amar by 19 points.
And as we check in with John Waterforce and Amar both, and you're right, they are back here well behind the lead pack. Well behind the lead pack. There's those leaders way up there. So
yeah.
they're together drafting, but so are those leaders. So I'm not sure how much time they're going to be gaining, if any at all, as these front guys are really taking off. Now Amar has got John Waterforce and the 43 behind him, the 43 fan, as he's right there, right behind him. And pit stops being made. Zach down pit road already. Zach trying to flip the script, maybe through a little strategy with an early pit here. Maybe trying to steal something himself. Now back to the front. We've got a battle for the front as those guys all hooked up, and look to who they ran down.
Uh-oh.
It ran that leader down.
Look at this. How about that?
As we were just talking about with Timmy there wanting and battling for second, well, now he's in striking distance of first.
That would be something. You know, Amar's got to pit sooner than later. Oh, I think he did. I think he ducked in on the last lap.
We have got, looks like 24 laps to go. So they're in that fuel window that you were saying. You said about what, like 29, 30 laps?
Yeah, 29, 30. So they are within the window.
And here comes Thart. Thart's going to come down and make his pit stop. So now, this pit stop, it will be the most crucial pit stop for these guys. One little mistake.
Yeah, you better not loop it this time.
Right. I mean, one little mistake can ruin all the hard work that you put in all race long. If you're one of these guys battling for one of those 4 playoff spots, you know, it could really throw things south. And here comes the leaders now down pit road.
Oh, Timmy gets up beside him as they enter pit lane. That'll help. That'll help.
Oh, boy.
It's all about inches when you're pitting under green.
Yes, it is. This could be really interesting, and that will give the lead.
I mean, look at them. They are fender to fender coming down pit road.
And that'll leave the lead to T-Dog in the 7 car. And he's going to lead himself a lap or two. Looks like
imagine everybody's going to take 4 tires here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
John Waterforce is in the pits.
Is waiting on the 7 car. The 7 car of T-Dog. He'll be coming down the pit any moment, if not right now.
They came out as they went in, but we haven't seen what Timmy can do chasing Parley. One-on-one. Mono-y-mono.
And here comes T-Dog now. T-Dog coming down pit road to make his stop. So I believe all of the cars have now come down pit road to get their final service of the race. The 43 fan also in his pit stall.
Yep, that is a big check all the way around. The 7 car. Yep.
And checking in with Zach. Zach back here
7
alongside John Waterforce, and this is for position, and this is critical. This is a very important here with John Waterforce. If John Waterforce loses another position here to Zach, and Zach trying to get it on him and not able to make it past, at least not yet. John Waterforce able to shut that door down and try to hold in that position for now. And John definitely does not want to lose any more spots at all.
All right, now that we're on the other side of these green flag pit stops and the field's all shuffled back out, we got Thart getting passed by Parley for the lead.
Yep, and 3 and 4, and here comes Timmy, who's going to try to follow him, and he's going to try to follow him, and Thart closes the door on him, and Timmy said no! Thart tried to close the door, and Timmy threw that sucker back over.
Yeah, he said no, sir.
Yeah.
He said, I need these points.
Yes, he did. He said, no, in any other race, I would probably let it happen, but not tonight, not when the playoff spot is on the line. Now, put that 2 right there on the bumper of that 42. If there's any way
the
that
2
Timmy...
is in second, and the 99 is in 11th.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. That could be huge. Wow. That could be very, very huge. But not also the 99 of Amar, but also John Waterforce and Azriel. Now, Azriel, he's pretty probably safe, but I'm not sure where John Waterforce is compared. But yeah, Amar...
Oh, wait, no. Amar may be in 10th and Azriel in 11th. I'm not 100%. I can't...
That is not a good spot for Amar, and if you look at Amar, he is all by himself on the track. He has no draft help.
No, Azriel's in 6th.
Okay, so Azriel's in 6th. Azriel's got a solid foothold on it. Azriel Looms came in 2nd in points, and running in 6th right now. He's got a pretty good solid stranglehold on the 2nd playoff spot, and right now...
yep, and he's 4 seconds over John Waterforce, who's sitting 3rd in the playoffs right now.
Right, and remember, John Waterforce only has a 3-point lead on Amar. So, John Waterforce, Amar, and Timmy trying to fight each other and battle each other for those last 2 playoff spots.
Now we got the 43 fan taking a position from John Waterforce.
I want to check in here with Azriel. Azriel, there he is. As you can see, the leaders in the interval, they're in the turn 1 as he's passing the start-finish line. So there's Azriel. Azriel obviously doesn't have any draft help either. He is all single-dingle back out there on the track as well. So he's not going to have any draft help or anything.
It's about 4 seconds between Azriel and the car ahead of him. I think it's about 4 seconds from 5 to 6, and then another 4 seconds from 6 to 7.
And just like that, in a matter of a couple laps, we had the top 4 all together, which was Parley, Timmy, Thart, and Aussie Rules. And now we just got a 2-car breakaway between Parley and Timmy. And Parley now really starting to stretch his legs and flex that muscle that he's been doing all season long, just like we saw last week at the Charlotte Roval. Remember, Timmy dominated that race for 2/3 of that race, won the pole, stage 1 and stage 2. But just like you called it last week there, Adam, with Timmy having that short speed and Parley really having the long speed, when we got into stage 3, that really showed through as Parley flexed that muscle and that long run and took home the win at Charlotte Roval last week.
I wonder if tonight the shoe will be on the other foot. Because if you're watching, I'm riding along with Timmy right now. He is not letting Parley get away.
But I haven't seen him be able to close that gap yet either.
This is true.
And time is slowly running out here with 12 laps to go.
I can confirm the 99 is in 11th.
99 of Amar in 11th. What will that do if it finishes like this? We'll see when we come down to it, we'll see how this all plays out.
There's a 21-point gap between the points for second and the points for 11th. And there's 19 points between Timmy and Amar. I'm not 100% sure of their stage finishes. I know top 5 stage finishers get points here at NARS. I know Amar was not top 5 in stage 2. I'm not sure about stage 1's finish order.
I would have to go back. I can kind of go back here.
Well, it's going to be close. But I think Timmy may be punching his ticket to the show if he can just hold on here.
If he can hold on, and he's got some help. As, yeah, Timmy Racer. Let me see here. Yeah, Timmy got 3rd in stage 1. Asriel Looms was 5th. But in stage 1, Timmy got 3rd. I'm trying to check in and see where Amar got in stage 1. Amar was 7th in stage 1. Timmy was 3rd.
Okay, so Amar's only going to get his points for we'll give him 10th place points, which is 26. And Timmy's going to have at least 3. And then yeah, I'm thinking as long as Timmy doesn't have any actions detrimental right here that just ruin his race, he might be stealing the 99th spot away.
He just might. Sorry about that, my controller fell off there. I had to take a second there, but no worries.
Which I'm sure John Waterforce is probably shaking a little bit right now. Because unless he's listening to the broadcast, he has no idea where the points are at right now, other than close.
And you said where do you have a position on John Waterforce where he's running right now?
8th.
8th. Which is
he's running 8th, and he's got 8 seconds on P10, so that means he's got at least 8 seconds on Amar as well. So I mean, again, unless Amar has a miracle, I think this might be his last hoorah in these playoffs.
And unfortunately, Amar is he has no draft help, and he's got the leaders come. So anything, he's going to be going a lap down, if anything, before the end of this race. But he's got no draft help. The leaders are getting ready to come up on him to put him a lap down.
Not only are they coming up on him, but Timmy's looking a little bit closer to the rear bumper of Parley. He's gained a little. It's not much. It's incremental, but it's a little. 5 to go. Maybe Parley's tires are starting to run out.
That's possible as well. Very, very possible. Yes.
He has been driving the absolute wheels off that car all night long.
Yeah.
Which both of them look stable as all get up, riding along with Timmy.
Speaking of which, let's ride along with this 42 car for a lap around Las Vegas. Let's take a lap with Parley. He's got that thing on rails, dude, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, he is wide open around the whole track.
He's lifting, not even, I wouldn't even call it lifting. He's breathing the car ever so slightly on entry. right there. Just a little. Oh, well, not right there. Obviously, I'm looking at his stream, but I can tell you right where he's doing it.
Well, that
right
allowed Timmy
here.
to come right up there.
A little and then he's back in it. He's literally he's fallen from 9,000 to 8,000 RPMs, and then he's right back in the gas. Bam, foot down.
Oh, we got 2 laps to go.
Right there. Oop.
And next time by is going to be the white flag. Timmy called up to him, was right there, but lost a lot of time there in 3 and 4. As Parley comes around, and he takes the white flag. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go in the final playoff race for the North American Racing Series before the championship next week at Homestead. Parley going into 3 for the final time. Out of turn 4 for the final time, and going to come around and take the checkered flag. Parley seals his spot and the win at Las Vegas. Congratulations to Parley. Timmy in second. Thart comes home in third. Aussie Rules in fourth. T-Dog gets our top 5. Great run for T-Dog. Azriel Looms in sixth. The 43 Fan in seventh. John Waterforce in 8th, Reinov in 9th, and Amar in 10th. Now, that's where it's going to be. The question is, did Timmy get just enough points? It's going to be close. But congratulations to Parley on yet another win. This is his 6th win on the season. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is his 6th win on the season. I'm sorry, this is his 6th win.
Must have just been the 6th race he raced in then.
And Amar actually finished second in stage 2. Remember with the strategy.
No, he started second.
So if he finished stage, or that's what you're.
No, he didn't finish. He started. He started stage 2 second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. All right, so it's just gonna be. We're just gonna have to see how that all pans out as far as points, because it's gonna be really, really close. I mean, that is gonna be really, really close, man. But we'll wait and get these guys on in here. We'll get Parley, Timmy, and Thart all up here in the booth. And speak to these guys for a minute. Fine, there we go. Alright, now... there we go. Now they're coming on up.
I've been corrected. Amar did finish P2.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
In stage 2.
Right. I thought he did. Wasn't able to go look into it yet. So just waiting for Timmy and Thart. There's Timmy right there. And now just need Thart to.
I don't know. That's gonna be close. That's gonna come down to a point.
It might. It just might. It might come down to something like that. As now all we need now is Thart to come on up. So let's give him just another second here and let him come on up in here. There he is. There's that back up into the booth. Alright, so now we got our top 3 up in the booth. And let's bring up that 12 car of Thart. Man, congratulations grabbing his top 3 tonight, man. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, it's good to be back finally. I've been racing in real life. It's kind of hard for me, but yeah, it was good racing. I mean, Parley, after the first stage, I looked at Parley well out there, and I was like, well, this is just not going to be a fun one, because he's going to just destroy us. And then the second stage, I made an adjustment, and he was still kind of, he put a gap to us, but I felt like me and Timmy and ran in a pack there, and he didn't pull too far away from us. I think he got like 1.6 or 7, which isn't close, but it was pretty far. And then the third stage, towards the end of it, me and Timmy kind of hooked up, and we got right to his back bumper, but we couldn't pass him. And then coming out of stage 3, I came out in front of him. I did kind of short pit him by a lap. And then it just, I don't know, I didn't change anything. I had to lift more, so I couldn't get to the bottom. But all in all, the pit crew was exceptional. I mean, I came out in front of Parley coming off a pit road, I think, 3 times. So the pit crew was exceptional. Driver was average.
Well, I wouldn't know if I'd say the driver was average. I mean, you had a really fast car and had an excellent race. I mean, you missed qualifying, so you had to start all the way in the back, and before even stage 1 was over, you were up there towards the front. You really had a fast hot rod tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. I mean, once I got those adjustments in there, I mean, we were quick in stage 1, but once I got the adjustments in there, the car went from decent to pretty good, and then I did a little bit more trying to loosen it up, and it helped. And then I think I made it a little too loose when we got to the back of Parley, because I pitted when I turned sideways coming out of 2.
Well, I tell you what, man, I mean, it was a heck of a run, and it's been an awesome season all year round, and I know with real life racing and so much other things, it's had to, that you had your responsibilities and stuff for. Real life always comes first, of course. You're not, unfortunately, going to make the playoffs, or I'm sorry, the Final Four for next week's championship race, but how would you kind of put into words kind of what you're feeling right now as we head towards the Homestead next week?
I mean, right now, it sucks. I mean, to lose it all in the last 3, just based off not being able to make it. But I got a teammate in there, and I'm going to do everything I can to help him get up there and get him to win the championship. I know Timmy drove for us today, and I'm not sure what his point situation looked like on making it, but I know he was pretty close to making it, so I hope he transfers through, because
I think we lost him there.
You there?
Yep.
I think we did. We might have. But anyway, that Thart, man, that was congratulations on getting on finishing 3rd tonight and getting P3, man. And can't wait. Looking forward to next week at Homestead to see the 12 back out there. Congratulations, Thart, grabbing 3rd spot tonight.
Thank you.
There we go. Now we got it back. Yeah, we got it back now. All right, let's bring in our 2nd place finisher, and that is in the Deuce Coupe. Yes, sir, the Deuce Coupe. Timmy, man, what a heck of a run that you just put together tonight, man.
Little Deuce Coupe, they didn't know what I got. I didn't know what I had either. The car was junk at the start. I was the dumbass that was holding everybody up. That's how Parley was getting massive leads starting out, because I was overshooting the corners. And then I kind of calmed down. I'm like, okay, now this car's a little tight. And now it's loose. Now it's really loose, because I didn't have any prep on long run speed in this car. I had no idea it was going to be that loose. So I've been working on it all night, trying to get it to where I wanted. But the problem was I was kind of marred back in traffic through points of the race and stuck back there for a while, just trying to predict where the momentum is going to be and getting it wrong almost every single time. But no, that final stage, I think we got a couple of lucky breaks. We were able to get back up into the top 5. I was able to march my way up to 3rd, and I saw the 12 of Thart. He was still with Parley, and I thought, if I race him, it's just going to slow us both down, so I'll just push him so we can get back to him, so we can at least put up some sort of a fight. And I was on even tires with Parley. Thart pitted earlier than us, and his car didn't quite have it left towards the end to keep up with us. So I'd been working on it all night, and that's where I was starting to really notice, okay, finally the car is mostly where I want it to be, because I can actually keep up with the 42, and actually close in on him a little bit.
Yeah, you
'cause I was
did.
trying to build up a run,
Mm-hmm.
but the car was just a little too loose still for my liking, and I was just kind of hanging on to it at that point. Nothing I could really do. I mean, to beat the 42, I had to be perfect. I had to be literally on the rail of the bottom lane, and I just missed it a couple of times, and that's all it took.
And it did, but at the end of the day, it really is about, coming into this race, the last playoff race before we head to Homestead and the championship. Now, you have made it interesting here, Timmy. You have made it really, really interesting as far as how this is going to shake out with this second place finish and the finish that you had and the stage points that you got. This is really going to be coming close because Amar finished in 10th. Did I say it was 10th?
Yep.
This is really going to come down to, I mean, maybe a point for this fourth and final spot for the championship next week.
Oh man, I tell you what, make it interesting. That's why I'm here. I want to make the races fun, exciting. That's why I like to run these races, put on a show for everybody watching at home. But yeah, that was the goal tonight. Race in the 99. 16 of Propane wasn't here tonight, so that kind of narrowed it down to me and Amar. Not sure. I can't do the math in my head because I don't remember how the points go for this series, but I know I got more stage points in stage 1. I was like, I want to say 3rd place. Amar made a really good call in stage 2 that got him up to 2nd, and I don't remember if I was in the points window for stage 2 or not. If I was, I probably got like 1 point there. So, I mean, I definitely got more points than him to close that gap. Is it enough? I don't know. I really don't know. Because missing Atlanta hurt. Because I wasn't here for Atlanta 2 weeks ago, so I had to start from the bottom, claw my way up for the Roval. And from what I heard, that 99 car had a really good race at Atlanta, so that really helped him. It's going to be close. I don't know.
Well, in stage 2, you got 4th in stage 2. So I'm not sure how many points that is as far as the stage points, like you said. I'm not exactly sure how it's all going to fare out. But you did make this interesting, man. It's going to come to, when this is all added up at the end of the day. I mean, it's going to come down to literally maybe a point or two, man. You've really turned it on. Going in there in the stage 3, and you saw that Amar was having a lot of difficulty tonight. Did that really kind of put a little extra fire and a little extra oomph that says, hey, I got a shot at this. Let's go.
Well, I feel like I had a shot, regardless of where the 99 was on the track, because I knew that's who I was going to be racing. Like, even if he was towards the back the whole race, I don't know how close it would be, because I felt like I had to have a perfect night. Like, that was the goal last week at the Roval. I was just one spot away from that being a perfect race, so I got a lot of points there, and it looks like a pretty good points night tonight. So if I make it, hella clutch. If not, I can at least hold my hat high and say I gave it my all for the races that I was able to make it. So I'm not going to be disappointed either way. I had a lot of fun tonight. I did not expect, like I said earlier, the car was much looser than I thought. That made it fun, because I thought this was going to be just kind of more of a sort of pack race like Talladega, but it wasn't. Like, we were all over the place. Like, the runs were coming from the bottom, from the top. There were 3 wide, 4 wide. That's the kind of racing I love on here. I had a lot of fun, so even if I don't make it, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm pretty pleased with the result. And if Amar does make it, I wish him luck. I wish the other guys luck. Parley's going to be one to look out for. That 42's, he's up front everywhere. He'll be up front at Homestead, I guarantee you that. So him, I think John and Azriel, the other two, they're going to have their hands full with him if I don't make it. But if I do, our mile-and-a-half program needs some work, because if we were that loose tonight, we're going to have a problem next week. So we got to get to work on that.
Well, I tell you what, it is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how this all shakes out. And you really did make it exciting and a whole lot of fun. Congratulations on grabbing second, and we're going to see what happens. And we'll take it to Homestead next week. Congratulations, Timmy. Great run tonight, brother.
Thank you, guys.
And let's bring in the winner once again for the sixth or seventh time this season. That 42 car, man. Is there a track that you are not on rails for that, brother?
I don't know, man. I like to try and keep the rhythm going, I guess, for Homestead.
Well, I tell you what, man, you've had this rhythm and been on a roll, and it's been an absolute blast and a pleasure to watch, man. Kind of walk us through this race. What was going through your mind, from the beginning of the race all the way to the end? Give us your rundown tonight.
I just put it on the highest slider and got a feel of the car as it went on, and I had a preset in mind for the adjustments when I went to pit. And when I was doing the practice and when I was doing the test sessions, I had it as ×3, so I was dialing in my car as if it was ×3. I didn't know, and then I looked at the fuel gauge on my car, and I was like, "Oh my God, I cannot stay out that long." What I put in, because I will be sideways. So I had to tighten it up a little bit more, and it was still loose. Stage 2, it was pretty good, and I knew Timmy and Thart were making some adjustments because they're definitely making their way up there. I don't know, man. With Thart, I don't know, his pit stop, his pit road guys, man, they turned it on, and had to start on the outside a little bit there, so I had to try and claw my way through with Thart there on a few of those restarts.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy on the very end there, I was just worried that he actually had a tighter car than I did on the long run, but what he just said, he was loose as well, so I kind of know that we were kind of evenly there, so.
Kind of glad to hear that, I guess.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, you were just flying on rails once again all night, and for mostly all season. What do you need to do to keep this train rolling one more week?
Just do a little bit of practice, know the line, and try and stay out in front as much as I can. It's a different beast when you're driving in the pack. Than when the draft light comes on, your car handles differently. You got to lift on different areas. So if I can try and stay out in the front and then just run the line that I want, I should be okay.
I tell you what, man, I can't wait for next week, man. And for a chance for some hardware, and this will be, if you're able to win this thing, it will be your first championship league, your first league championship. Am I right on that?
Yes, that's right.
And how much would that mean to you?
It would mean a loss. I have been league racing for, really just over a year maybe, and to have a league race champion under the belt would be really cool. I could potentially have one already by the time we race next week, so we'll see what happens. But it'll be really cool, man. I've really enjoyed racing this league and everybody in it. Fun to race these guys.
I tell you what, man, it's been so much fun watching all you guys, myself from up here, from my point of view, man. Congratulations on getting yet another win, and good luck to you and all you guys next week at Homestead for the championship race, brother.
Thank you, Shady. Appreciate it. Thanks, Adam, for being in the booth too, man.
Hell yeah, man. Good race tonight, Carly.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Anytime, man. Anytime. And Adam, You got anything to add before we say goodnight?
I just want to throw a big shout out and thank you to NARS tonight for putting on a great show. Shout out to their admins for making it possible, Nasrac for helping everything go smooth, and their directors, and congratulations to Parley in that 42 and the rest of the final four headed to Homestead next week.
Well, I definitely hope that you can join me up in the booth next week for the championship race, my brother, because it's been a blast up here with you the past couple weeks. And if you're on the track, that'd be awesome. But if you're up here in the booth next week, that'd be even more awesome for me in the championship race. Love having it, man. It's been a blast. And man, like you said, you pretty much said it right there, and the nail on the head, man. It's just been a lot of fun. And we're going to be taking it all for the show next week, next Friday night. Same bat time, same bat channel. The championship race, we come down to it. Everything comes down to next week at Homestead for the championship of the North American Racing Series. Tonight, it is Parley once again in victory lane. Timmy in second, Thart in third. Want to thank all you guys for tuning in and watching, and those that'll be tuning in later this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are absolutely nothing without you guys tuning in and enjoying these shows. Like Adam said, want to thank all those guys at Nasrac and Phantom backing us up and being partners and sponsors for us all season long. Want to thank those guys. Can't thank those guys enough. Thank you all for watching. Everybody have a very wonderful weekend. Happy Easter, and see everybody next week. Good night, everyone.